everyone. Welcome to Ashley a Lancelot Show. We are live for the podcast. I know it's been 3 weeks. We're still unpacking. We have internet issue problem because Kimchi chewed it. I just got my cable in today from Amazon. I switched it up to Cat 5 to Cat 7. So, hope everyone is doing good on Sunday. We have Ash from the Ashley Art Fantasy and from this channel, link down below. Grim from the Dark Titans, link down below as well. And we have post-apocalyptic as well, or apocalypto, who cares?
Apocalyptic game.
Yeah.
Post-apocalyptic game.
I give you post-apocalyptic, let me just release the rest, and I will release the flood and death. Okay, a little sidetrack. We are going to be continuing doing this every Sunday until the end of August. End of August, we'll be taking a 2-week break, but there will be videos out there for the channel for you guys to watch.
What are you going to be doing for 2 weeks?
I'll be going to California, grabbing the car, and driving across country back to South Carolina. That's what's going to happen.
How long is that going to take you? A whole week?
It'll take me a week and a half, and I'll spend the extra 3 days, 3 to 4 days in Vegas, and to the Grand Canyon. We'll be filming it too, so there'll be some vlog videos and everything else for that.
You taking that trip to Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
You have a good time in Vegas?
I'm going to Vegas for 3 days. Me and Ashley had a vacation for over 7 years, so.
If you would have went at the end of August, you could have hit up the Magic Fest is there. What are the dates of the Magic Fest?
I'd rather not Vegas because I want to spend that much on the hotel.
You don't want to spend what?
A lot of money on the hotel.
I heard it wasn't that great this year anyway.
Yeah, I really don't care for going to Magic tournaments either.
I'm not much for a Magic Fest. I'd rather go to an anime.
I mean, it's fun.
I just collect and play the game. I am not
So, Magic Fest this year, Vegas, it's August 22nd to 25th.
That's fine.
Let them have their fun. I'd rather go to an anime convention.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, I play, like I said, I play it and I collect it. That's it. That's all I do with Magic.
Right. You can play at the Magic Fest, though. There's be a lot of events.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay the tickets or anything else. Me and Ash is going to walk around different hotels, buffet, dinner, have a nightlife, watch a couple shows.
You're not even going to go to the MGM?
I am at MGM.
You broke up.
MGM is not that great either. I've been to.
I mean, it's the same as the rest of them.
Not really, because they have those like those 5-10 minute pre-shows. We're gonna go watch every single one of them. I actually never went to Vegas. I've been to Vegas probably more than any of you guys have put together.
Oh yeah, you definitely been there more than I have. It's because you lived not too far from it for part of your life.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's pretty damn far for me.
Yeah.
You know.
So we'll be going to California, get all our stuff from Reading from the storage unit, and close the storage unit down. Grab the car, then.
So what's your plan for that? Are you shipping everything, or are you gonna get like a U-Haul trailer?
We're already paying someone to move our stuff.
Oh, a moving company. Okay.
Yeah, it's not much. It's like 18,000. I mean 1,800. I mean.
Oh, I know. Wow, I was gonna say 18,000. Damn.
Yeah, 1,800 to go point A to point B, but. You know, I have all my Magic card games and everything finally coming back home, and Ashley will have for Halloween and Christmas decorations, so she won't forget.
And my clothes.
That too.
You left my clothes back there.
Then I'll be going to.
You're evil.
And I've never been to the Grand Canyon, so the first time going to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, you'll be going to the Grand Canyon. I'm staying in the car.
That's fine. I'm just gonna go there, look at it, take a picture, film it. I'm gonna grab some nice looking sandstone rock and take it home with me.
I am terrified of heights.
Well, I assume there's fences and.
Yeah, there's like I bet there's stone wall. I saw some little like 2-3 foot stone walls, so people don't be dubbing up to go skinny dipping up that high altitude.
You going to the Hoover Dam?
No, I've been there once. It wasn't that great.
I mean,
Ashley will freak the hell out.
Not being
that great seems like it's kind of subjective. You said the Magic Fest not that great, but people think that the Magic Fest is pretty great.
If you like
You're saying
it,
the Hoover Dam is not that great. I mean, there's people who love the Hoover Dam.
Yeah, if
the
you're
Hoover Dam.
interested in it, go for it. I'm not.
I'm
that
terrified of heights,
enthusiastic
so
about
not
it.
interested.
Yeah, to me, it's just a big ass dam, and with the droughts happening in Vegas, doesn't have that much water holding up behind it. Also,
What are you talking about? They're not having a drought right now.
Vegas is actually.
Not Arizona or New Mexico.
And also, Magic. I used to be enthusiastic back. I was in middle school and high school. And after a little bit after college, it's like not really worth buying anymore. Or I just play it for fun. That's it. I'm just collecting.
Too much money for one thing.
Yeah, and I think the next set's coming out next month, right?
New September.
Eldraine.
Yeah.
and
How Wizard of the Coast is doing it? I think they're screwing up the Magic and everything because it's like I don't know. You gotta be very dedicated. You should save a lot of money just every other month buying a set. Last month I bought a set for the M20. 2 months.
Oh, I mean,
It used to be
I
that they would
understand.
only come with a set like maybe twice a year, right?
No.
Well,
once.
for the last couple of years, it's only been 4 sets a year, which most people were able to afford. But now they're coming out with products like every month.
Yeah.
And they're doing exactly what you're saying, which is they're killing people's wallets. They're
They're
drowning
digging
people in
themselves a
products.
hole too.
Yeah.
And they're destroying people's morale with the whole Mythic Edition boxes and stuff.
Absolutely. They're releasing these overly expensive collector's editions that they actually say in the press release, these products aren't for everyone. What does that mean? Why would a company make a product that's not for everyone? And the word they use over and over is premium product.
Yeah, and notice how majority of people that actually ended up with those boxes were price scalpers.
Mm-hmm. And also
another negative for doing it online. They should support the local game stores more.
Well, they screwed that up anyway, so
yeah.
Now this next set is going to have collector's packs, which I guess is their way of replacing the whole Mythic editions and stuff, where the pack is a little bit more, and you have one altered art card. I forget what they called the altered art cards in the collector sets, but if you look at the spoilers now, you would see the regular edition of one card and then the altered art of it for the collector's thing.
Yeah, the problem is with the altered card, a lot of stuff back then used to worth a lot of money in these sets. Now I look at it and I go back to the price. They don't worth as much as they used to. They just keep drop down price.
Well, they're releasing so much of it.
And a Horizon set, it's only like two cards. That is like with those 2 cards you get, you actually pay for the price of the booster box.
Which is fine.
Like,
really. Look, you want to know what my opinion is on it? Singles, and I used to make a ton of money off of singles. I still make a little money off of selling singles, but if they're too expensive, how do you get new players into the game? Mm-hmm. How do you get new players into formats? Mm-hmm. If the cards are so much money, if a set like Modern Horizons, if it's going to have like 15, 16 cards that are over $20, that's too expensive. That's like
too
crazy.
expensive for any team who they're trying to aim for. They're trying to aim to get the younger people into the game, and they can't with the prices that they're going for.
Well, there are multiple sets that's like 15 to even 20 of the cards worth 20 or more in like the older set. But the
older sets, I don't mind if you tell me that a set from 2010 has 20 cards that are worth more than $20. I understand that it's an old set. It's been out, released a long time ago.
Out, it was like 20, 25 sets. Like some of them, a lot of them were 20, a lot of them were 50. And the problem is when you buy a booster box, you don't feel like you're being cheated because you have these cards that actually pay for the box itself. A lot of times you break even on it too. Now I buy booster
Oh,
boxes.
I
don't break
understand.
even. I don't. Sometimes I was lucky for the War of Sparks. I was about to get like I broke even. I'm actually I think if I sell it all together, it's like $100 extra that I paid for the set itself. But it's one of
Well,
those
it sounds
things.
like you did. It sounds like you did pretty good on that box.
Yeah, but M20 is like
But
you
look,
better have a lot of that.
But if they have,
special
so
Sandra.
if you take a standard set, all right, if you take a standard current set, and you have all of these cards, you have a bunch of cards that are worth $10, $20, $30. That's bad for the game. I can't help it that you didn't get your value out of the box, but I'm thinking about having people to play and the availability of people to be able to buy the cards for decks. So if the prices are that high, Lance, hold on, hear me out. If the prices are that high, you actually keep people from getting into the game. They won't be able to obtain the cards that they want for their decks. If a standard deck is $400 to buy the singles, that is too much. Standard
For
decks,
anyone.
for any standard decks, in my opinion, should never cost more than $100, at most $150 for a top tier standard deck. I can't help that box crackers don't feel like they're getting their value. But the game is supposed to be played. And if you want people to play the game, if you want to bring people into the game, you have to make it so that they feel like they can buy singles that will make it so they can build competitive decks. Again, I can't help anyone whose feelings are hurt because they bought a box for $100 but feel like they didn't open $200 in singles. That's not really what the game was originally. That's not what it was originally intended to be. It's not a good way to bring in players. Now, if you tell me that in old set the cards have gone up in value and they have become collector's items and so forth, that I fully accept. I fully understand, say, Zendikar from 2010 being a $600 or $700 box.
Jace
and
was
having
$80 when it first came. It was
Jace,
like $60 to $80. Made a holographic
Yep.
80.
It was. I know, and that's ridiculous. That's what I'm saying.
You have 20, 30 cards in that set that's worth way more than $20.
Well, not anymore.
Well, Jace still holds his value. I think it worth more
Jace is at like
Jace just went down.
How much?
Jace is 60.
60. Okay, still hold his
I'm
value.
looking it up now, but Jace. We could be totally wrong on Jace about its value.
Are you talking about Mind Sculptor Jace?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was at 200 at one point, but then he went down to like 160 or something.
He's at 110.
When it first came out.
He's at 110 right now.
It's still more than 60. It's $50 a butt. Whatever you got.
Well, all versions of Jace.
Well,
all right,
they reprint that shit out of them too.
They reprinted them, but I wouldn't say they reprinted the shit out of them. They gave him a reprint in From the Vault, and they gave him a reprint in Eternal Masters. So those are not full reprints. They're kind of like I wouldn't even call them half reprints, but they're minor reprints. They're minor reprints. But it looks like that any version of him starts at 110.
Yeah, a lot of times when you I kind of disagree with you with the price of the cards and everything else, even though deck $100, $200, because middle school and high school I play a lot of Magic, and we usually split. Me and my friends split on a box, and we take our individual share for it. Then whatever we got and whatever prices it is, we take it to school and we trade the shit out of all of it and try to get our worth to build a very good deck.
Right.
Because
I'm just saying,
the price for the deck that you make is you have that same value for that card to trade with the other person as well. Let's say you have a $20 card that you don't like, and he has like $20, $25 card that you want, but that person was able to trade something for that $20 card just for the hell of it. That's what I do. I bring like 2-3 binders of Magic cards and have people trade me for the same amount of value of that card for mine.
Right, which is a great thing, and that's part of the game because it's a trading card game. But at the end of the day, you need players to play the game, and their most popular format is definitely standard, and you need to bring players in through standard. And if the singles for brand new cards are too much money, that pushes people out of the game. It
It's
makes it so
only
people
going
don't
to
want to buy it.
keep the hardcore players, and it's not going to bring any teens in at all because
Definitely
no
kids.
teen can afford it because they're relying on their parents' money.
Yeah, definitely kids, teenagers are the first ones that get knocked out because they're going to see that, oh shit, I need at least $300 to buy a standard
It's going to
deck
turn
that's
them away
competitive.
from ever picking up the game.
Where's a second, Ching? Let me see. Why is it? I know why I'm
And
echoing.
plus,
There we
if
go.
you look at it too, Wizards' target audience for Magic the Gathering is way too expensive for that target audience.
Yeah.
Because it
Which
says
is a
in
great
every
point.
single
Great
booster
point.
pack, it says 13 years and older. Okay, how many 13-year-olds do you know on the top of your head that can afford a $110 box every month?
None.
None.
Actually,
And,
I did
and
it.
when I was
You
when
did some weird side jobs of selling candy bars illegally.
At 13 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
did.
did it since 6th grade middle school.
what did you
I
what did
sold
your
went
school
to
not allow candy
Costco.
bars?
He went to Costco, bought them big boxes of candy bars, and
And
sold
so-
it at his school
and shoved it all in my
individually.
locker. I made about $300-$400, and when I was freshman in high school, I had a part-time job, and I sold cards, and that's what I did. I get box. Hopefully, I break even or make a profit, and I sell. I sell or
Lance,
trade.
You're a little entrepreneur.
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to
anyway,
do that on eBay too. Now eBay is like a lot more diversible. It's like, a lot. Who knows what your parents have up in the attic? They don't care about anymore. That's like a golden jewel of the toys that they had when they were kids and stuff like that. If I
But
still
do you
had my
think a
Power Ranger
13-year-old
toys,
today?
huh?
Do you think a 13-year-old today would be able to do it?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
No,
No.
Lucas
don't.
done it.
Most employers will not accept you unless you're 16 years or older in a job.
Not working. I mean, like doing stuff illegally, like selling candy. My brother did that too when he was, and he still does it too. Sell candy to high school.
So why can't the kids just get the candies from like the vending machines?
Because there's a law now, and there's a law passed California when the governor was in and banned all sugar from campus.
Oh yeah, we don't have that here.
Yeah, so when that happened, it was a gold mine for me.
Well, in Maryland,
Apparently,
they
yeah, it was.
banned it all. They don't have any vending machine or anything in our
Yeah.
schools.
The school I used to
they
go
have them
to,
there.
they wouldn't allow that at all because then it would take business away from all those fundraiser kids that are trying to get money for their clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, definitely.
Usually from the fundraiser kids, usually parents buy the damn box. I don't know why, but I always kept the fundraiser box and shove the candies in there and walk around and just make money for myself.
Fundraisers usually aren't candy anymore. It's usually like magazines or some sort of subscription.
Yeah, I think those fundraiser thing is just bogus now because now everyone's worried about safety, having their kids going to strangers' house, knocking on strangers' house because no one really does that anymore. Usually it's the parents that just buy the actual box or buy the subscription.
We live in a culture of fear now, right?
Yeah.
And some of it justified, some of it not.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just the way it is.
Knocking on someone's door is not scary. Okay.
Well, here's my opinion about Magic the Gathering as far as its target audience.
Yeah, it's target audience. I'll add on to what you're saying quickly. When I was selling, when I had the store, do you know how many 13-year-old, 14-year-old kids I saw walk in buying I can't speak tonight. Buying booster boxes?
None.
None. There would be a couple parents that would come in with their kids and buy them, but I didn't. Almost everyone that bought boxes, and we sold a lot of boxes.
Adults.
They were all older than 20. I would sell hundreds of boxes. Everyone was older than 20. Sorry, Post, go ahead.
So I think they should raise the target audience to like 18-year-olds and older, and then put in the back of the pack like parental guidance if you're younger and you choose to play or something like that. Because Magic is still choosing to censor and be politically correct and be inclusive of everything.
Mm-hmm.
If they had a a older target audience, they wouldn't have to worry so much about censorship. We would be like Japan essentially with the art.
All I can
Not
say
really.
is,
There's
look at Sony.
Sony and how Magic censor is totally different. With Magic in Japan, I don't understand a lot of people with censorship in Japan is because we lived in Japan for 2 years. Only they censor is the down region area, but you can have a full breast exposed.
Well, here, let me explain what's going on. Unfortunately, so things that are generally acceptable in Japan are getting censored not because of the Japanese, but because the people that actually look over the video games and say you have to change this and change that
You mean
are
Sony?
actually Sony. They're in California, right?
Yeah.
So what the Japanese people are actually being given for content has to go through Sony California. So it's got nothing to do with what was or is now acceptable by their cultural standards. It has everything to do with what the figureheads or the censor board feels it should be in California. So it's becoming beyond, the problem has become bigger than what is culturally acceptable in a certain area. It's not even about that, really. It's about what some guy or a girl. Yeah, it's about what some guy or girl thinks in a building in California. It's
what
not.
they're censoring is not even. It's horrible what they're censoring, because what's mostly acceptable in Japan is also mostly acceptable over here.
Yeah, and have you guys checked?
Yeah.
Have you guys checked the eShop? How much Japanese anime content is literally flooding eShop right now?
Yeah, there's literally
a lot. Yeah,
there's a Clonic game right now on the Switch.
Yeah, and they're just going to move to Nintendo, and I'm actually happy. Some of them are actually moving to the Xbox as well. It's like, you know what? If that's the case, just move to a different console.
I'm gonna laugh my head off when all these games move to the Xbox and the Switch, and nothing goes to Sony.
Yeah,
and Sony's going to go, what? Why? And go with your own thoughts.
The kids these days will never know what it was like back in the PlayStation 2 era.
Oh god!
When that scene in Ratchet and Clank Deadlock where there was a go-go dancer and shit, they will never understand the feeling.
I have the game.
Did you get to the go-go dancer part?
Yeah, actually, no, I have not. I have the game, but I never actually played the PS2 version. I played the PS4 remaster because I have like over I had like 2,000-3,000 games.
Yeah, I used to be weird about it because back in Deadlock, you can just restart the cutscenes in the menus, and I would redo that cutscene every single time with the go-go dancer.
Well, there is the part in Bayonetta, the first one, where at the end she's dancing on a pole, pretty much.
The Sparks robot character, I forget what her full name is. It's supposed to be like a reference to Britney Spears or something.
Oh well, what's
I mean,
what's with
so there's one that I was reading about today. Trying to pronounce the name of the publisher. Kadakawa.
Who cares?
Type it on the chat and I'll see if I can pronounce it.
K-A-D. Okay, K-A-D. K-A-D. O-K-A-W-A. O-K-A-W-A. That's them. They're having a problem right now too. They have a
Kadokawa?
Yeah, they're a manga, anime / video game. They do it.
I know this company. I have some anime from them.
Yeah, and they publish a lot of manga. They have a romance, like a light romance game called Love R.
Watch that video.
Yeah, Love R. Okay, so you saw the video. So see what's happening is so they don't have any plans to, as of yet, and they should. They don't have any plans to move their game over to the Switch, and they should reconsider that.
They're
but
probably going to. They probably will.
they told Sony, they said to Sony, "This is our game. If you don't like it, then we're not going to send it. We're not going to make a U.S. version. We're not going to change anything in it. We're not going to do anything to it. This is what it is. If you want us to change anything, then you don't get any other versions, and we don't care." That's basically what they did.
Mm.
A lot of people were just saying like, okay, you know what you should do is just move the game onto the Switch and cancel the PS4 version entirely. And I think that that's what they should do.
Yeah, and also PlayAsia is probably just going to translate it for us. So we'll still get the game. Now we have PlayAsia that basically just translate the Japanese version of the games for us. So
Yep,
that's fine.
yep, it's true. PlayAsia, we'll get that done hopefully.
Yeah, we'll get that done, and we'll be selling like hotcakes. I won't be able to get the
well,
DLC
I don't think
and
this
stuff.
game is going to sell like hotcakes. I think it's a very niche market game. But
Nah, not really. You should.
It's a romance game. It's targeted to girls.
yeah, it's targeted to like tweens and young teens.
Hello, Honey Pop was a really good game. I don't care what anybody says.
I have it on Steam.
That's a puzzle game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sony, it's going to be losing a lot of Japanese market game developers. I know that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you.
When they start selling that their consoles and games aren't selling well in their own in Japan, there's going to be a huge problem with the whole investor and everything else for it.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see what's going on. And
I can see for the next gen, it'll be Nintendo. Nintendo will be the top dog.
I think Nintendo's definitely going to move a lot of units, but I think Microsoft is also hopefully. I hope Microsoft has some tricks up their sleeve, and that we're going to see great things from the Xbox Scarlet.
Yeah, but it will not dominate worldwide. They'll sell games and they'll sell console. They won't be able to dominate in Japan or any other Asian country area.
Well, you don't have to dominate in Japan to win.
No, I'm just saying. You know, Asia itself, they rather stick with Nintendo or PlayStation. They always have.
Well,
Or PC.
what part of Asia are you talking about? Because Nintendo is not in. They're not really in China.
They're in China.
No, they're not.
They released the system in China. They
released it, but it's not favored in China. They prefer
definitely
PC
not.
or mobile.
China, it doesn't matter. I mean, like in Asia in general, they don't. Xbox never did well in Asia. Always have been.
The problem with Asia is a lot of developers are like turned off, or not Asia, China. A lot of developers are turned off with China because China has even stricter censorship policies and stuff like that. Like, for example, World of Warcraft, they have an entirely separate client for them. Like, it's almost a completely different game. For undead are called Forsaken in China, which is technically correct in the story because they were called Forsaken. They do not have any of the exposed bones or any of that, and their jaws are not messed up or anything.
Don't you remember seeing this? Don't you remember seeing there was a couple videos about it, Lance, on Dark Titan? There was a couple videos about all of that stuff that Post is talking about.
Yeah. I already know about World of Warcraft. We talked about this in the podcast before too.
Oh, nothing's allowed to have piercings in China. No
Whatever happens in China stays in China. I don't really care what they do in China.
This is interesting though. Do you know how Nintendo is actually selling Switches in China?
Yeah.
Do you know what company they have to go through to get them in China?
That big game company.
Yeah, you're right. You got it. Hit the nail on the head. Tencent is selling the Switch.
Yeah, because they'll only be able to sell first party and G-rated style games. They'll be able to sell.
And I don't
believe
from what I'm seeing. I don't believe from what I'm seeing, and like I'm not seeing hard numbers, but I don't believe that the Switch is doing that well. It's not selling.
It's not doing that well.
It's not going to sell. No game console is going to sell well in China. They mostly PC or mobile.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
they buy those cheap emulator crap who shove 300 crappy games into one.
Although Microsoft's decision to make Xbox able to stream on PC will probably win them in China because China prefers PC anyway.
That depends.
Are you talking about Game Pass or
Game Pass?
Yeah, that depends how much games they can actually, let China will let them let China will let Xbox
slow
put on the Game
down,
Pass.
Lance. Slow down, Lance.
I know they won't be playing Devil May Cry.
I know they'll be playing like a lot of the games that's on it has supposed to be kiddie friendly games, or some RPG game.
It has to be G-rated.
Yeah, I know. I can see them playing Age of Empire.
I don't
Well,
even.
the way their logic is, it can be a gory game, but it has to be very unrealistic and unemulated into real life in order to pass
They
their
can't
policy.
have any kind of sexuality or kind of hints of sexuality on it.
Yeah.
StarCraft is very popular in China. There's
Yeah.
a pretty big esports scene for StarCraft and League of Legends.
Well, and also they can't.
Any of those esport type games are really popular in China.
Yeah, well, StarCraft's been around for a very long
CS:GO
time.
is played in China, and that's terrorists and stuff.
Yeah, I think they removed the blood in it too. So there's a lot of games that can't go. China's just freaking weird. It's not really a communist nor a capitalist. It's more like is it more of a dictatorship? Kodakau is how it's pronounced.
Lance, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, sorry, I muted myself. Yeah, I didn't catch what you said, but I was saying that
China is not really a communist, but they're more towards capitalist, but they have their own dictatorship mixed in with that.
I mean, that's not really a correct analysis, but I don't want to get into the politics. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. That's not really what's going on in China. I could sit here and give you a breakdown and analysis of what the Chinese government is.
I don't.
But I thought not for this podcast.
If that's the case, I just get my stepmom and she'll probably tell you a new one because she's from China. She's born there, raised there, university there.
She can try and tear me whatever. I've read tons of articles on the Chinese government.
She lived there. She lived
there. She's been there she lived there for over 25 years. She was born there.
Okay, I lived in Taiwan for 2 years.
Compared to someone that lived there for 20 years.
So look, you're not going to tell me that I don't understand how the Chinese government works.
I said you do, but I'm just saying you don't know the government style work.
Yes, I do. I've read papers on it.
Doesn't matter if you read majority of the paper. Doesn't mean wherever you read. Wherever you had those experience it and lived through that as well.
I mean, I've been to Hong Kong. I didn't live there, but I lived in Taichung for 2 years, which is
Hong Kong is totally different from
that's a British colony that was no more, and it's not
a British. It's not a British colony anymore.
Yeah,
it was until 1990. So, all right, what year did it not become a British colony?
I just said it was a British company, British colony, not anymore.
So I have definitely studied and continue to follow like what's going on with the Chinese government, and I do that because I have to be able to write videos on the channel. There are definitely people who don't live in China that are researchers that are at universities who research and basically follow the Chinese government. And you're not going to tell me that just because someone lived there, they know better than a PhD who studies economics and politics, that they know better about what's going on in China. Since
that's a
by the way,
story. You don't have a PhD in economics or China or for China.
But
your PhD is in astrophysics.
Right. So I have a PhD, and I've studied economics. I had to study economics when I did mathematics.
Everyone had to do it for their PhD too.
I read and consume everything that comes out of most news agencies that have to do with China, and I read the kind of like the back alley articles dealing with what the communist government is actually doing that the news agencies aren't reporting on. Because I can tell you right now, there's a lot of stuff going on that CNN and Fox will never report on.
China's never going to report on their people. That's how they control them. That's what we
Yeah,
have
that's what they
governments.
do.
That's why we
Yeah.
our governments go in there, research and study them, and see what's going on and everything else as well.
Well, you're not going to sit here and tell me I don't know about a subject that I read about almost every day.
It doesn't matter if you read about it every day.
It does
There are
matter.
a lot of stuff in China that doesn't go to CNN News.
You're right. That's why that's what I just said. So you're actually reiterating what I said. You have to look for you have to look for the other sources, which is what I do. There's people in China that are posting things on the dark web that is not getting onto CNN and Fox, and you have to look for that type of stuff. There are blogs, there are people that are living in the United States that are from China.
Let's stop this.
So yeah, let's stop it.
We're not going to be
So
agreeing
what you're
or
going to do
anything else.
what you're going to do is stop telling people they don't know something because they're not from somewhere. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous.
It helps. It helps a hell of a lot with everything else as well. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're also right.
I'm certainly not wrong about
I'm not
China.
saying you're wrong or right. That's for a discussion for another time.
Okay, but by God, don't tell me I don't know things that I know.
Like I said, it doesn't mean that I have to agree with what the comments. You know a lot more about China. I say you know more about China than I do. I'm never gonna say, but I'm not gonna admit. But I'm not
a China. I'm not gonna say that I'm a China expert.
Yeah,
I'm definitely not. I'm not gonna say that I am.
I'm not gonna say that you know more about China than my own stepmother. That's
So-
been working for the government for there as well.
I wonder if your stepmother actually knows the numbers behind what the communist government is currently producing out of their own trade deficit. Does she actually know right now what the trade deficit is between the U.S. and China? Because if she does, then that's good. Because more people should know that information.
Yeah, because
most people don't know it.
Okay, because my stepmom's side of the family, okay, they're from Tianjin, Beijing, and Shandong, and east towards the beach side to the river. My mother's side of the family, one of the Uncle Calvin's wife works as part of the embassy, and my Uncle Calvin as well, and also a very big businessman over there as well. That's why they always communicate with each other what's happening and the rules and everything that's happening over there as well, back and forth. That's why I say she knows more what's going on, because we have more inside and outside expertise. And I don't really care about it because
it's important. You should care because it's starting to affect not only our economy but the media that we consume. And you can sit there and say, "I don't care about China. I don't care about China," but China companies like Tencent are slowly taking control of our markets. How much of Tencent? Let me ask you this question: how much of Blizzard does Tencent own?
we already talked about this a couple weeks ago. It was like what 40%?
Yeah. So they're controlling what Blizzard is doing. They have a huge say.
Blizzard's already screwed anyway. They already screwed up when Activision bought them out and took over.
Activision just wants to make money. That's what they want to do.
And they destroy a lot of companies in the process.
Yeah, a lot of these, hey Blue, a lot of these companies nowadays, like EA, that's doing one of the dumbest thing ever, with Nintendo Switch. They all want to make money on microtransaction. How much did EA what percentage did they want? It was a quarter of their fiscal year on FIFA alone.
Wow, I didn't see the numbers, but if that's true, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's outstanding.
Lucre and microtransaction is going to be flooding the market. Doesn't matter how big the company is, whatever it is, they are going to be basically doing that to make more money.
Well, speaking of EA, there's a little controversy right now about them not really supporting the Switch, not really putting a lot of games on the Switch.
Yeah, because Nintendo does not like having microtransaction loot crate on their eShop. They don't really care for it. They don't really want it. That's why EA is hesitant on putting certain games in. They might put Sims in because all it is DLC. But like FIFA and stuff with microtransaction, that's a different story.
I mean, this is coming from Nintendo, right? Who is one of the biggest defenders of microtransactions on their mobile games.
Well, that's different. The mobile game to them is totally different than their handheld console. They know that I already know that their mobile game is not going to do well. I played Dr. Mario for like a couple of days. I thought that was a crappy. It's crap. It's basically crap. But
and it doesn't even play like an actual Dr. Mario game.
It doesn't. It's like it's a most crappiest excuse. But you can play it for free. I will never. I don't know how. I don't think they even made money in microtransaction of that thing at all.
What about the Fire Emblem mobile games? I've never played it. I've never played it.
It's licensed by Nintendo and published by them, but they don't have the power for it. It's primarily whatever the company was that made Fire Emblem.
I have the case here. Let's see here. Fire Emblem made by Need My Glasses.
Intelligent Systems.
Is it?
Yeah.
Isn't that now? I've not played it, but isn't that game a microtransaction mess?
Yeah. Same thing with what you call it? What's that? There's another one.
It's all mobile games that are microtransaction mess.
Yeah, but the thing is,
except for Mario Run.
The thing with the Fire Emblem game, though, is you can play it entirely for free, and you don't have to spend a dime on it to be good at it. It's not primarily made for the American audience. It was made for the Asian audience, but they made it global.
Yeah, I think Nintendo made some money, but not much. Like Super Mario Run, you can buy the whole game for $10, or you try the first 1, 2, 3 level for free. I bought it. I played all 10. I got bored of it very quick.
I played all 10, and then it was just done.
How much was the game?
$10.
Well, at least it's not that much money.
Yeah, it's they're leaning to doing microtransaction stuff. I think they should just do like the whole game on the mobile and just do that. They'll make more money that way than microtransaction. Because a lot of the games they say they're gonna have in there, it's not good. It's really not. Fire Emblem got bored after a week. Forgot Animal Planet. No, it's not something Animal.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. That came out. I played it for a week. I got bored of it too. Then I played Dr. Mario. Then that got really boring within a day.
A lot of people actually like that Animal Crossing mobile game.
Yeah, they'll make
Worst
more
game,
money. They'll make more
I'm calling
money
it now. I'm calling it now. Speaking of these mobile microtransaction games, I'm calling it now. Worst game on Switch.
The worst game on Switch?
Elder Scrolls Blades.
Yeah, I haven't played that yet. I'm waiting for that on the PC.
I don't think it's going to come out for the PC.
They announced it, didn't they? That it'll be on the PC.
I didn't see that posted.
Yeah.
You see that?
I don't recall anything about it.
Yeah.
Well, I know that Elder Blade's coming to the Switch. I know that.
It's out already. It's on the Switch.
Oh, is it? I gotta download and play it. Elder Blade was bad since it first came out.
Blue said something.
I know. Telegram. I don't work at GameStop anymore due to owner. There you go. GameStop also fired a lot of managers.
Let's talk about that because that's an interesting topic. Let's talk about that. So, what happened? So this is what we know. I mean, we don't have any inside information, of course, sitting here. They fired 1/3 of their district and regional managers. I don't know if anyone else here tonight knows anything else. But what the hell's going on? Like, are they downsizing? Or
well, they're going to have to downsize and plan.
I think it's their finances. They're making so little money now that they can't afford to have so much employment, so many stores open at a time. So they're trying to slow down their inevitable demise. You know what I'm saying?
I think one thing GameStop should do is redo their whole website. That's one thing they should
Another
do.
thing they should do is redo their whole entire employment policy,
Yep.
forcing their employees to like rip off customers and stuff like that, making it so that they have to meet a quota every month in order to keep their job and stuff.
Yeah. Anyhow, GameStop probably got another what?
5 to 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
I give it even less than that. I give them a year, even less maybe.
I think they'll probably surpass a year or two, especially with the next gen consoles coming out next year.
So I heard
the pre-release.
There
heard
is
an
no
interesting
benefit
theory.
to. There's no. Well, can I say this real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There is no benefit to pre-order a console through GameStop anymore. Just do it at Walmart. Do it at Target. Do it through them or Amazon. Amazon's even better. They come out with the damn gift cards with it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's one of those things. GameStop. I think 5-8 more years after everything becomes digitalized, is rapidly happening too. Everything's going to be you buy it online now. But yeah, GameStop's going to be another blockbuster.
So I heard an interesting theory. This is from a couple different YouTubers that I was watching, and they were suggesting that part of the problem with the buyout. Remember when they were trying to get themselves bought out?
Yes.
The reason why it didn't get bought out is because they couldn't agree on a price with any of these investment companies.
And another thing they had to do in order to make them look better is they had to sell the cell phone service that they owned.
Which they did. They did sell that, and they got a chunk of money from that. But a lot of these companies at that time, these companies that were looking at buying them, didn't want to spend the money on them that GameStop was looking for because they were not sure that the next generation of consoles were actually going to have physical drives, and they were afraid. This was before Microsoft and Sony announced that the next generation of consoles will still have physical drives. But at that time, that the buyouts were happening, that GameStop was looking to get themselves bought, that knowledge was not absolutely known. So all of these companies were looking at GameStop thinking, well, we're going to buy them, but we're taking a big chance because there's a good chance that the next generation of consoles are not going to have physical drives. So we don't want to pay what you're asking. We want to pay way less. And GameStop was like, well, we have it on pretty good authority that they are going to have physical drives. And, the investment companies were like, well, we don't know that, so we're not going to pay that. So GameStop just turned around and walked away and said, okay, bye. And that is a thing that some people, and I don't know the truth behind it. This is just what some people have suggested.
Well, we already know that a couple years, even during that thing, that rumors were like there would still be a disk drive on these newer consoles, but never confirmed until later on.
Yeah, it was only recently confirmed, and when the buyout, when GameStop was trying to get themselves sold, no one really knew.
Either way, if they do buy it, it's gonna be a very hard time to make it back to be a successful game store.
They dug themselves into a gigantic hole.
It's not only that. Is that it's like how many people, especially younger generation now, are gonna come in and buy this? Basically, us buying the damn thing.
I see kids going in there.
Yeah, with their parents and stuff, and usually it's basically a lot of them. I see them both buying the damn those game cards.
So your prediction is that the younger generation, say 18 and younger, are really more apt to buy digital media and not physical media.
Yeah, my brother Lucas, he has an Xbox One. He downloads and plays all his games digitally. I buy him some physical stuff that he wants. Because he wants me to buy digitally. I'm like, hell no, here's a disc. Here's your Titanfall 2 and stuff like that. But a lot of times he just buy digitally. Just that's how they play it now. If they need more space, they put the external hard drive in the back.
I mean, there's truth to it, right? Because look at digital sales; they're getting higher and higher and higher, and physical sales are getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
You can buy a 16 gig external hard drive for a
Problem is,
little over $200 now.
the problem with the digital is that half the country don't have high-speed internet.
Yeah, it's
that's true. But the way games on Game Pass work, or when you buy a game digitally works, is it downloads almost the entire game. So it might take someone 12 hours to download Gears of War 5, but once they have it downloaded, they don't really need the internet for much else. So they just have to wait the time to download the game. So I don't see a problem with digital sales. I don't see digital sales being a problem. When we get into the kind of the discussion of internet speeds, we're really going to be more focused on cloud gaming or streaming, because that's where the internet speed becomes really important.
I really don't care if GameStop goes away. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, there's other places to get your games.
Yeah, there's places to get your games. There's places you can go get your little gaming shirts and toys and stuff like that. It's just yeah, it's like like we have literally like 3 GameStop like 2 or 3 blocks from each other.
Here.
Huh? Yeah.
Here, right. There's one down the street from each other.
Yeah, and
we used to have that here, but they started closing them.
Yeah, they should close that down. Like it should be like one GameStop, like a city. Depends how big the city is, and or one GameStop for every 10 cities around it, like a cluster and stuff like that. Just make a big gaming store for it. They just keep buying freaking corner stores every single corner, like they think they're the next McDonald's, but they're not.
There's only one GameStop in my area, and the closest one after that is like 20 minutes away.
So that's definitely
more reasonable.
That's what's happened in my area too, as well. There's one basically in the next town I live in, right in the border. It's about 10 minutes away, and then from that one, the closest there's one on a couple different sides. They're about 15 to 20 minutes away. But it used to be that there was like 4 in a 15-mile radius, and it was like that for a while. But they've kind of closed a lot of them down.
Yeah,
in this area.
A lot of times they just go to one GameStop.
I don't even go to GameStop anymore because the one in my area has the dumbest manager ever, and he doesn't understand a word that you're saying to him, and it takes like an hour to explain something to him.
That's why you go grab whatever product they have. Make sure it is hard and steel. You smash it against their head.
There's one other thing I want to mention about the GameStop. Right now that, and I think this is permanent. That if you're going to pay full price for a game, there's no reason to get it at GameStop for a new game that just came out, because you do realize that games that are $59.99. How much does Walmart sell them for?
Same price.
Nope.
They sell the same price, $59.99.
$49.99.
Not again. Walmart here.
Well, the Walmart here, and I'll take pictures and show you. Every game
you don't need to show it to me. Like what game? So it's $49.99.
Everything is $10 off.
Not
and it's
here.
Been that way.
So you're lucky, but it's not here though.
So you need to go. And look at. And this is not just our Walmart. You should go. I don't know if you follow SpawnWave's tweets. Go look at SpawnWave's tweets, because I don't
follow anyone's tweets. I just,
that's fine. All you had to say is I don't follow his tweets. You didn't have to I don't follow his tweets. Say it like it's.
You know me as social media. I don't really follow anyone.
That's fine. Just say, I don't follow him that much. What do you say? That's all you need to say. If you were in a larger podcast,
that's what I said. I don't follow it. I don't follow.
All right, it's fine. Yeah. Anyway, he posted saying, "Hey everyone, I'm trying to find out what's going on with Walmart, because for the past 2 months, all of their $59.99 games have been $49.99."
Well, we'll have to go take a look and see if Walmart's doing that.
So maybe there's certain areas that they're not. I don't discount that, because Walmart does do that. Yeah. Walmart definitely does regional pricing, but there's a lot of areas in the United States, I can say for sure, from watching Spawnwave's tweets and from seeing our own Walmart, where all the $59.99 games are all $49.99, and all of the $49.99 games are all $39.99.
No, we
And
can go check it right now.
And Walmart
Walmart.com.
And Walmart doesn't even care about street dates either.
yeah, they don't
every
care.
every single time a set's supposed to come out for Magic the Gathering, my Walmart makes it out on the shelves like 3 weeks before the street date.
Do they? Yeah, because that's MJ Holdings, right?
No,
No,
it's the actual set.
no, I'm saying MJ Holdings is the name of the company that distributes Magic the Gathering to Walmart.
Oh, well.
So they're Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Nintendo Switch $49.99 slashed from $59.99.
It's easy to take advantage of them too with price matching.
Keep going, Lance, on Walmart. Let's check another one. What other game is $59.99 right now?
Nothing. These are all Warriors.
I'm
Check
looking at
Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is still $59.99.
Well, I'm checking 3 houses right now. Damn.
Oh.
That's the newest one that just came out last week. There's one for $74.99.
Devil May Cry 5 at Walmart. It's $39.99 right now.
Wow.
I'm telling you, Walmart is doing something with pricing, and you didn't believe me.
Hate GameStop.
Yeah. So right now, Devil May Cry on the PS4 and the PS5 is $39.99. Mario Kart 8 is $49.99. Let's see how much Mario Odyssey is.
Well, Devil May Cry came out when, like, what, two
March.
months ago? March. That's reasonable for it to go down
Yes.
price from then.
Super Mario Odyssey, Nintendo's
GameStop.
Super Mario Nintendo Odyssey, Super Mario Nintendo Switch, $49.95 slashed from $59.99. I'll even post it in chat.
They're basically trying to get all their games out that's been there for a long period of time that hasn't been bought.
No, everything. Look at everything. It doesn't matter if it just came out. If it was $59.99.
Look up Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
All right, I will. Is that one still up there?
That's the one last week. One was $74.99 because brand new games are still $59.99. Like, the games has been out for like several months to almost a year. Of course, they're gonna drop the prices down for it. Even the 3DS games are still $40. Even the 3DS Fates is still $40. And Echo's $40. Warrior is not, because that's a crappy game. Warrior's brand new, that's digital code, that's $25.
I think you have it set to your zip code. Take your zip code off and make it region.
It won't let me do region.
So I did find so I just found one that's still $59.99.
Yeah,
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Yeah, brand new games. It was $59, but if this game's like more than 4 months to over a year.
Super Mario Maker, $49.99, and that's brand new.
That came out in May.
I mean, that's only 2 months ago. 2.5 months ago, 3 months ago. It came out. It came out the end of May, so I'd say the game is 2 months old. So I'd say that's still pretty new.
I'm just saying that they're just probably releasing stock because the brand new game is like a week or two. It's $59.99.
So what you're suggesting?
Unless you're gonna wait another 2 months to 6 months for them to drop $10, $20, go for it and get it. I do that a lot. And you do it too as well.
Oh, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
But my point for bringing it up is this: all of these games at a $49.99 or $39.99 at Walmart are still $59.99 at GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
So how is that going to work in GameStop's favor?
Well, a lot of times people, when the game comes out, people usually buy it right there and then. They don't wait 2 or 3 months usually to buy it.
But why should I buy Mario Maker?
I just said
GameStop.
I just said that GameStop should just die already.
I know. I'm paying devil's advocate here. Give me a reason why
I have
I should
no
pick.
reason. You know me. I bought majority of my pre-order games from Amazon until they took that 50% off out of it.
Right.
I make sure I
Okay,
pre-order
so-
everything for it.
So here's why I brought it up. What exactly? Let's put something kind of let's get something out here. What exactly do we think Walmart is doing? Because we even have people like Spawnwave who tried to figure it out and get information, and he couldn't find out anything to what is going on.
No, because a lot of times people don't. I don't
I'm
see it.
looking at Walmart right now,
I-
and they have Dragon Quest Builders 2, and they have the $59.99 price. This is list price, but there's a slash through it, but they won't give the new price.
Yeah, well,
So what are they doing? That's all I'm proposing.
They're
What are
probably
they
trying
doing?
to clear out their thing, because usually not a lot of people buy games on Walmart that I know of.
Names that are getting
Walmart. Hold on, I'm gonna look.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
use the
believe-
restroom. I'm gonna use the restroom, guys. I'll be right back.
I believe Walmart and Amazon are the two highest sellers of video games in the country. So I think that is an incorrect statement by Lance. Hold on, let me check. Walmart.
What?
through it.
Yeah, that game came out a couple months ago.
Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Yeah, how much?
It just came. It came out like last month. It came out 3 weeks ago.
So why is there a slash through it?
It's probably you can get one used or lower.
Walmart doesn't sell used.
Walmart doesn't sell the used, Lance.
They sell pre-owned.
No, they do not. We're on their webpage. Oh my god! It does. I'm looking at.
Bloodstain's only $32.
Yeah, it's $32 there instead of being $39.99. Walmart does have some sort of pre-owned program, but it's not them selling the games. It's other people selling pre-owned games on their website, so you don't get them directly from Walmart, and they're completely different price categories.
They're these brand new games that are coming out are
Yeah.
still $59.99.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is $48.
Yeah, it's $48. It's $59.99 everywhere else. $59.99. And by the way, I just looked at sales charts. Walmart and Amazon. I don't know what Lance is talking about. Walmart and Amazon are the two highest sellers of video games in the country.
What about Target?
Target is down there. Target is not in the. Target is Target's like number 10.
Because they're not everywhere anymore.
Yeah, Target's much smaller than Walmart, but Walmart and Amazon are the largest sellers of video game in the country. And Lance says, "I don't see anyone buying games at Walmart." Oh my god!
Because they don't buy from the store; they buy online.
Yes, Walmart. By the way, Walmart.com does a massive amount of business. Massive. That's crazy. Walmart.com does a ton of business. Lance needs to fact check before he says certain things. He definitely needs to fact check before he says certain things. Hey, Carl, how's it going, buddy? Now,
Neverwinter Nights is $50. Is it supposed to be $50?
Are you talking about the
Enhanced edition?
Yes, they're all $49.99.
Okay.
Yep.
Zelda's still expensive.
I'm back.
I don't think Zelda will ever go down in price.
No,
The
the 3DS Zelda went down in price because they're trying to get that.
The
out of
whole
stock.
Target in Canada thing, wow, what a fiasco that was, right? Target, they opened for like 6 months and then had to close them all and leave because Walmart was just killing them.
Well, yeah, it's cheaper.
By the way, Lance, I looked at sales charts. Walmart and Amazon are the two largest sellers of video games in the country.
By how much? Between
By a
Amazon,
lot.
Between Amazon and
By a
Walmart.
lot.
Well,
Between
Lance,
Amazon and Walmart, give me a number. Do a calculator. Subtract it.
Lance, everybody's buying from Walmart.com. They're not buying in the store. They're buying from the online.
Nah. I usually go around and basically look at the price. I also go to eBay. Like I bought one game I bought Mario Maker $20 off, and brand new. And
and you angered me with that. No, not you per se, but the fact that I went out and I don't have a lot of money to spend on games, like and I went out and bought it for $60, and it was like I was like I can only buy one game for the next 2 months. I'm gonna buy it, and then I walk into Walmart and it's $49.99. I'm like
Yeah, I don't buy full price for any of my games, especially when it first comes out. It's like you guys buy it for $59.99, go for it. I mean, I go always look around. I always pre-order stuff that's 10% off, 50% off, and I got the Honey Bundle.
GameStop was a big part. Since GameStop was a big part of this for the podcast, why don't you let Blue Rose tell his story?
I'm
interested in hearing it.
Tell my GameStop story. Sure, why not?
Yeah, I'm interested in hearing it. I want to know what the hell happened because I love these GameStop stories.
There, Blue Rose, you come in. Yeah, it's Astro Chain, Death Stranded, and I'm getting the physical Mana collection coming end of this month.
I think it's really cool. They did. I think it's really cool. They did. I think it's really cool. They did a physical collection for Mana.
Yeah,
I think that's cool.
I got the digital, but I want the physical because I'm gonna delete it.
Are you gonna? Are you looking forward to Lankrasar remake?
I think I got that on pre-order too. Astro Chain, Death Stranded. You can see the guys on the YouTube. Mana collection.
Death Stranded?
Yeah, you got Nintendo Switch. Huh?
I was kind of interested in Death Stranded.
Yeah, I think it's like a survival horror type game.
If it's
Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch is coming September. I already got the pre-order for Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. I got Luigi Mansion 3.
Did you?
Hi, Blue.
Extra to Ni no Kuni? Is it like remastered or they do it?
It's remastered from the PS4 version.
Nice. PS3 version.
Yeah,
PS3.
Lancaster 1 and 2. I got it this next year on March 31st.
All right.
Pokemon Nintendo.
Let's hear this story. Let's hear this story. I want to hear this story, Blue Rose.
Alright. So I got to GameStop. The manager came to me and told me to quit.
What? He just walked up to you and said quit?
Yeah, he's like. Then he told me. I asked him why, and then he told me the owner was gonna do something to GameStop.
The owner? You mean the CEO?
Yeah.
Because the GameStop is a public company; it doesn't have an owner.
Yeah. Apparently, he was cutting our days off and our money, which sucks.
Well, at least you got the job in the theater.
Yeah. That's because of my friend.
No.
Well, at least you got it.
So, did they give you any other information? He just said quit. They're going to cut your hours.
Oh, they were gonna close it down.
Oh, they're closing that GameStop.
Yeah. And we got computer stuff too. We just got computer stuff for GameStop, which is funny.
Well, it also confirms what's happening. They're downsizing everything too. I think that it is going to be the end of the era for GameStop. I'm not going to miss it. I don't think a lot of people are going to miss it either.
So what?
You know what?
Tell us exactly what he said. You walked in. He said, "Hey, can I talk to you?" He took you aside, and what were the exact words he used? And by the way, who is this? Was it the store manager? Was it the assistant manager?
Store manager.
Okay.
He just basically grabbed me aside and said, "Listen, me and my assistant manager are quitting because of what's happening to GameStop." And then he told me what was happening, and then, yeah.
What did he say was happening?
that GameStop's not going to be there any longer.
So did he mean that particular location was closing, or was he referring to some company-wide event?
Company-wide event.
Company-wide event. Do you know if those two managers are actually gone now, or are they still there?
They're gone.
Oh, they are gone. How long ago
Yeah.
was this? Like last week, this week?
It was last Monday.
Last Monday. So they didn't even want to give you. They didn't even have you give a notice. Did they give a notice, or did they walk right out?
They got a notice.
Oh, so they gave a notice like, "Hey, we're giving our 2 weeks. We'll see you later."
Yeah.
So I wonder how long ago they gave their notice. Did you give a notice, or did you just walk out?
I just walked out.
And they told you to quit.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yep.
Nope. Well, good thing you did. You got another job.
Yeah.
It's one of those
Hey,
things.
Lance.
I'm getting money.
Yeah, post.
Remember how I told you I got the collector's edition of Fire Emblem 3 houses?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to share screen the picture.
On the Hangout.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Hangout chat. Hope it doesn't kick me out. Let's do that.
Can you see it?
I did. Hopefully I'm able to. No, I don't.
How about now?
Oh, I see it.
Okay.
Where on? Oh, never mind. Your thing. Yeah, I don't think it's worth the money though.
It is. Because it's Fire Emblem.
Yeah, it still doesn't mean it was worth the money.
And you know what I was surprised about? The Power Raging got a better collector's edition than we did.
That's fine. That's
They
fine.
keep getting the better stuff as far as Switch things.
I don't know, man. Switch Collector Edition is not that great on America version of it ever since Switch came out. But it doesn't really matter to me. I have the game. I'm having fun with it. And I don't know what the DLCs are gonna have with the game, anyways.
There's gonna be. It's not DLC. It's expansions. Expansions.
When will
So each expansion will be the same amount of story as the original did.
So you get more schools, more students to teach and kill.
More students to romance.
I'm about to try romance with the opera professor.
Remind me to take a class.
Manuela.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't like her. I don't like her. She's dirty. She's dirty.
Oh, what do you think I am? I finally landed on Ashley.
If there's a computer 101 class and Lance is teaching it, oh boy, I ain't taking it. And neither are any kids that I know.
I have a lot of kids that took my class. I
I
also have a lot of kids I tutored too.
No, what did you do to them?
Nothing. Teach him basic C programming and give him simulations and paper on what they need to do.
Eh?
Huh?
You give them simulations, eh?
Oh yeah, especially you. I'll give you my personal touch.
Oh no.
Oh my god, go have your bromance somewhere else.
I already did with James. He said I was sick. I told him I'll be there in 3 weeks to make him all healthy and better.
Do you know who I think the new bromance that Lance is having is with? Blue Rose. He loves Blue Rose. Blue, you know he talks about you all the time when you're not around.
The romance I'm having it with right now is Fire Emblem. I got 40 hours in.
He says sweet things about you in text messages to me.
Lance, are you drinking my drink?
I paid for the damn thing.
Hey, that's my juice.
How dare you?
I paid for the damn thing.
Don't get your own.
You don't take a girl's stuff.
First of all, she's just not a girl. She's my wife, and we almost married for 8 years now.
So what are you
I
saying?
get the
She's
hell
not
I
a
want.
girl? Ashley, you're not a girl. What are you?
He's a shim.
What are you? You're not. Lance is saying you're not a girl.
Oh shit! She's coming here.
She's a woman. She's about to beat you.
Shh. It's
She's a
late at night.
shapeshifter.
Mine.
It's gone.
Ashley is
This
secretly.
is fine. You don't take anything.
Ashley is secretly grim in disguise.
Whenever you have a relationship or a marriage, you know, you gotta have some kind of stimulation in your relationship. This is one of it. Take food and drink from your loved ones.
No.
If there was an
I'm-
apocalypse and Lance had a bunker and he set it up for him and Ashley, like they'd be down there. Couple months later, she'd wake up and she'd just hear him in the corner go, "So good, so good, so good," and she'd wake up and look over and it would be Lance just tearing all the food open and eating it for himself. He'd look
No.
around and he'd say to us, "We're dead anyway. We're dead. You get nothing. Waste away in the corner. Die, die."
No, not really.
That's so true.
Not really. I'll have a lot of like those rat pellets and nuts that will get perished, right? I have my own little rat farm. I have my actual real protein.
Ew.
They breed fast. They breed fast. You know.
You talk about rats.
Yeah.
And when rats eat their own young, males will.
Yeah,
eat
that's why you always move them. You know, they
Rabbits breed faster than rats do.
Yeah, they both of them. I have both of them. You know.
But to be honest, rabbit tastes better.
Yeah, well, depends
I
on
was
you
gonna
cook it.
tell you, male rabbits also eat their own young too.
Yeah, but you know, it's basically like people like put like all these dry goods and stuff, but they were thinking about having actual real protein. Some people do the aquaponic thing for gardens and stuff like they eat fish and stuff, but you want some red meat. Red meat's always good.
What about the dog meat?
You know dogs eat more than rabbits and rats, right?
Blue, I gotta let you know something. I gotta tell you something.
What?
One of the reasons why Lance wanted you to come on tonight, and it wasn't just because of the GameStop thing. Lance is trying to reignite Storm Area 51, and he wants you to be his partner.
It's the site's at
Sure.
1.8 million now.
No, you know what's funny though? I'll be in Vegas on September 1st. I'll be leaving there on September
Wait,
3rd.
before you get into that, Lance, what are you going to be? Are you going to be a Naruto runner? Are you going to be one of the Kyles? Are you going to be the crackheads? What faction are you?
I am going to be in Vegas at the hotel playing slot machine with free drinks.
So you're not even going to attempt to storm Area 51. You're not going to be a part of the faction.
You're not stupid.
Yeah, we're not stupid. You know how bad traffic's going to be if that actual number of people is going to be up there in a 2-lane.
I thought the whole Naruto run was just a joke.
It's
Joke that turned into a not joke.
it's singularly the biggest army in the world has ever seen.
Yeah.
1.8 million is gonna be gone within probably 10-15 minutes.
And who knows, maybe our economy will be way better after that.
Probably get all the dumb people out, but whatever. Because remember, I gotta step in. The majority of them will be stepping on landmines. That place is scattered with landmines.
Only inside the gate. Only inside the gate.
What?
The landmines are only inside the gate.
They're outside.
So no, they're in there. There's a gate outside, and then there's another gate on the inner. There's like 2 separate gates that you have to go into.
Plus,
So you go into the first gate, and then there's the landmines. But then the second gate is where the actual facility is.
let all the dumb people. When they see someone blown up, they're gonna be freaking out and going the other way, anyways. Unless you're dumb enough to go ahead, but that's
What's
up to
their
them.
motto? Isn't their motto they can't get us all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck. Machine guns, Gatling guns, A-10s, missiles. Yeah, I think we'll get all of them.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's just dope, stupid people. Yeah, and I bet it's gonna be like about like 1,000 people that's gonna be there, and to go do it.
They're
Well,
dumb.
didn't they already make a Area 51 waifu?
Huh? Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
You know, it just might be a trend or means probably one person there, but other than that, it's like, you know, this is the dumbest thing.
No, the hotels down that way already are booked, filled.
On the 20th?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Ha!
Oh,
What's
well.
the day? What's the day of the run?
20th.
Funny, all
September.
the
September
hotels
20th.
Mhm.
all the hotels down that way in that area and all the areas close to it are booked, filled.
Yeah. I'm only in Vegas September 1st to the 3rd, so.
We're not there when that happens.
Yeah, I'm just there for vacation, go watch some shows, get some drinks. I'm gonna go Tuesdays.
And then we hear in the news a bunch of idiots got shot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Parents crying.
Weren't they saying that?
My
Weren't
baby.
they saying that by doing the Naruto run, you can dodge the bullets?
Yeah.
So I think that they're
Yeah,
safe.
no.
I think they're safe because if they know how to do the Naruto run, they can dodge the bullets.
Why don't you do it now, Taron? I'll get my shotgun.
Well,
aimed at you.
the plan is Kyle go in first, and the Kyles are essentially the meat shields, and then the Naruto runners.
Yeah.
The Naruto runners hit them on both sides.
What do you mean, Kyles?
It's a meme. You'll have to look up the meme to know what the Kyles are. And then there's also the crackhead.
Oh god.
And the crackhead's job is to throw rocks at everybody.
Oh,
The only
God.
Kyle I know is from South Park.
God damn it, Kyle.
Jews can't be paladins.
Yeah, Graham. Dude can't be
Why not?
paladin
That sounds anti-Semitic.
because you have no soul. That's ginger.
So that sounds
Yo,
anti-Semitic.
Kyle is a mix of every single negative stereotype that Cartman doesn't like.
Yeah, he's a
He's-
ginger
he's-
Jew.
True.
He's a ginger, he's a Jew, and his mom's from Jersey, so he has the Jersey blood in him.
I like that. I like Cartman. It's like we gotta get rid of all these hippies. You got the hippie drill.
No,
Going
no.
to
Remember,
Burning Man.
remember the episode where he got HIV and he gave it to Kyle,
Yeah.
and everybody thought that they were romantic when they were saying it to them.
Yeah.
I do remember that. That was a funny
And
episode.
they found out the cure for AIDS is Magic Johnson's shitload of money. Stick in the put in the syringe.
Hey, if you think about it, it's true, right?
Yes, sure, but you still have AIDS. You won't get rid of it.
Isn't there going to be another season of South Park coming? They're definitely going to do this Area 51 thing on South
They
Park.
probably will.
They're going to
Kyle will be there. Kyle will be there. He'll be one of the Kyles.
do it.
Yeah. What else? Wait, what?
Okay, I really had to look up this meme. It's Kyle.
Let's have a last
I'll
topic.
send you a video.
Let's have a last topic of discussion, and we'll call it a night.
Let's make sure that we fact check this last topic as well.
Which one?
I found a
Whatever
meme,
it is.
too.
We should fact check it, so you don't sit here and tell us information that is wrong.
You're wrong. You're always wrong.
No,
just-
Gribb's always right.
My 12 years of college, my 2 years of teaching overseas says I'm not wrong.
You can still be wrong.
No.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. People can lie to me and I can believe it that I'd be
Yeah.
wrong.
You know, I have $2 million stashed away.
I hope so.
I don't.
Wait, wait, Grim. Where do you keep the Jew gold? Wait, is your Jew gold guarded by Gollum?
Stop. If I told you where the Jew gold
Right.
was, then I wouldn't have it. So, no Jew gold for you. I will not give it to you. I keep my Jew gold.
Any other topic you guys want to talk about?
I thought you had one. Shoot, give us
I
one.
know. I'm just saying you guys, because I don't have anything.
What about the Nintendo Switch Lite?
We talked about that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
There's a meme for it.
It's not worth it. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm looking forward to the Switch Lite, the Switch I, the Switch I XL, the Switch Lite XL, the Switch 3D, the Switch 3D XL, the new Switch 3D, and then
Right?
2D.
You know the problem. You know the funny thing is, it's probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
True. All right, final topic for the night. What do we think the punishment should be to the ESA?
What the hell's the ESA?
Entertainment Software Association. Come on, they the ones that control the ESRB.
What's their part? They I don't think they did anything wrong, did they?
Oh, I also have another
Oh, they did something
5-minute topic
really
after
wrong.
this.
Post, you know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
The ESA docked 2,000 journalists.
Oh yeah, at E3. Yeah. Yeah, I know about this. And one of the people that got doxxed was Keanu Reeves. Everybody knows where he lives now.
Yeah, they doxed
Oof.
Keanu Reeves. They doxed Spawn Wave. They doxed Young Ya. They doxed Jason Schreider.
They doxed Todd Howard.
They doxed Todd Howard
Why?
by accident.
Yeah, speaking of Todd Howard, let's go knock on his door and question him about his, decisions with Bethesda Softworks and stuff.
I'm not going to go knocking on anyone's door, but there's people crazy enough that go after Keanu Reeves.
So I understand that there's been, and this is, so in the video we put up a day ago, yesterday, we said that we understand that there's been a lot of tech company breaches, like Equifax and Capital One and whatnot, and that in those breaches, social security numbers were included, which means that identity theft can happen.
Mhm.
And it can really.
Are you talking about Equifax?
Yeah, Equifax and Capital One, and some years ago it happened to Bank of America.
Yeah, I signed into that.
I signed up as well. I hope I get the $125.
You're guaranteed it.
Good. When do we get it? Like next year or something?
I'm not sure.
Probably in
think
20 years when you actually go in the grave.
No. They have a date they have to hit. They have a date. They have to send it.
I haven't signed up for it. You gotta send me the link.
Anyway, so no social security numbers were doxed, and it was only about 2,000 people. Except the difference is it was 2,000 journalists and developers and content creators, people that that it is dangerous to give it. Think about it. Hey, that Kotaku writer you don't like? Well, now you know his address. Go show up at his house.
I feel bad. You said Keanu Reeves got doxxed?
Yeah, Keanu Reeves got doxxed. He was on that list.
Oh my God. He's going to have a bunch of fangirls.
Todd Howard, and then for YouTubers, Spawn Wave,
Oh my
Bookie,
Alana Pierce.
Young Yao, they were all doxxed.
That's
It's
why.
gonna be bad.
That is why I have a shotgun. They can say hello. Once they step in and do something, they threaten me and my family, and they'll go to a better place.
So do you?
Keanu Reeves is too nice to shoot somebody. He's way too nice.
Yeah, he wouldn't shoot anyone.
He's
And
got one of the largest motorcycle collections in the world.
So if I go and literally just push the motorcycle like a dominoes, he won't kill me still.
Yeah, probably.
I think he'll kill you, Lance.
He has to have it.
John Wick on you.
He has a habit of whatever movie he stars in, and then there's a motorcycle in it, he buys it from him. That's his habit.
That sounds like a Lance. It sounds like he does a Lance.
Like what? Like what? My
You
amiibo?
can buy anything.
Like my amiibo collection?
Yeah.
I got more amiibos to buy. The new sets came out.
Oh God.
So I had asked you if you were still collecting those, and you said not really. But I guess you are collecting.
Yeah,
them.
I'm still collecting. I stopped collecting Animal Crossing because I just didn't want. I don't really care for it.
How much Gunpla do you have? Besides the perfect grade unicorn that you have.
Perfect.
I
grade.
have 5 in storage that I've never built.
About Unicorn Gundam?
Yeah, you have a perfect grade unicorn Gundam.
Yeah,
Actually,
I have one.
2 unicorns.
Oh, we have two. But the one he's talking about, we only have one.
You have 2 unicorn Gundams.
Yeah,
one
the
is
one,
perfect gray, the other one's a different type.
yeah, we have one of the perfect gray that Post is talking about.
It has never been built. It's still in the box.
Yeah, it's first gen, so.
What do you mean first gen?
They reprinted that shit multiple times. So it's the first edition shipping. They get the second edition, third shipping.
What they did was with the Unicorn Gundam is what they're doing now with the Perfect Grade kits is they're coming out with add-on modules and stuff like that. So if you don't want to be like the pink unicorn, you can go to the Berserk mode, which is like the light green color and stuff. And there's also the special stand LED kit.
No, I also saw second and third gen of the unicorn that they made at the store.
They're also coming out with the other thing that is like identical to the unicorn, but it's a black one with gold accent.
Yeah, I will never buy Gundam models in America. I'll only buy them in Japan.
They're expensive.
Why?
Yeah, they're expensive in America.
They're expensive in America. It's a hell of a lot cheaper in America. I mean, it's a hell of a lot cheaper in Japan. Hell of a lot cheaper.
Well, it's Bandai's fault because their main factory in the U.S. used to be in Pennsylvania, and that's when it was really cheaper. And then they moved it to like California or something, and then they didn't get enough people working the California plant.
Well, Gundam was always expensive.
California.
So
the only Gundam that I really would like, I'd like the maybe some of the ones from Gundam Wing.
I have Gundam Wing. I got Death Scythe. I got Heavy.
You don't have Death Scythe. I'll go get the Gundam from Gundam Wing we have.
We have them in a Reading box, honey.
Are you excited for Frozen Teardrop?
No. She can go watch that herself at the theater.
It's not a movie. It's an entire season.
Frozen 2, right?
No, Frozen Teardrop is the next season of Gundam Wing.
Oh, no. I stopped watching after Gundam Seed. I thought Gundam Seed was pretty bad.
Yeah, Gundam Seed was bad, but unfortunately you missed the next one, which was really good. Gundam 00 was really good and much better than Gundam Seed.
Nah, only Gundam I pretty much liked is the Unicorn series and Wing. That was it.
But Unicorn is new.
Unicorn was after Seed, though.
Yeah, Unicorn is new. What do you mean? I'm confused about your timeline, Lance.
Well, I like the Wing and Unicorn. I did not like Seed. I watched 00. I did not like 00 either. So.
Here's some of the Gundam.
It's pronounced 00, but yeah. Yeah. That's the Strike Freedom. Or no, that's just a regular Strike. No, Strike Freedom, yeah.
You forgot one more Gundam that I have in here.
Seed, I hear you on Seed. It was a little weak. I agree.
I just didn't really like. I just didn't like. I just like the robots. I don't like the actual story of it.
Did you guys cry in episode 22?
No.
Of Seed Destiny?
No.
Don't cry. Sorry.
When Stella dies?
No.
Still,
you didn't feel anything when Stella died?
I did cry when Stella died. I did.
I didn't care.
Well, you have no heart.
Yeah. I don't. It's called marriage.
Is that the regular version or the Pearl Gloss?
I don't know. Master grade. See on
it. I came out with 2 different versions.
It looks expensive. That thing looks expensive.
Not really.
No, you can get 40. You can get one for $40.
This was like only $30.
From Japan. That's why Japan's always cheaper.
Look in where's the price? They have the price thing on.
It's on yen, isn't it? Yenis.
So if that was $30, if that was $30 in Japan,
it'll be $40. $40, $50 here.
I bet it'd be like 50, 60 here. I used to sell them.
It was 2,999 yen.
We bought it for around $20.
That's about $30.
So I bought about $20 worth. Around $20.
No, this is the price tag from Toys R Us where we bought it at.
Yeah, 2,900 yen. Right? It's around $25.
It's around $30, you dumb butt.
No, remember inflation. X dumper.
I bet you that would be $40 to $60 in a comic store here.
Yeah.
You're looking at good $50 to $60 in a comic
Yeah.
store.
We're not.
Because I saw it at a comic store and it was around $50, $60.
You know who sells them at a good price in the U.S.?
So,
Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble sells them at the MSRP.
No, I went to Barnes and Noble not too long ago, and they were like they want $20-$40 for something I can buy for like $10 in Japan.
they sell it at the price that's on the box.
Barnes and Nobles.
I always
Well, the ones that I saw at the Barnes & Nobles were reasonable prices.
yeah, I buy. If you guys want Gundam, just let me know. I let my friend know, see how much it costs, and you just pay for shipping to bring it over. So I should just buy a bundle of it.
What are you going to ship us, a pallet of Gunpla?
Yeah, if you have the money for it, sure.
Oh, I don't have any money for anything, so.
Yeah. Well, you still have that kidney and liver, so.
My kidney and liver are probably not worth that much.
Oh, well,
You can sell your thyroid.
You can sell your testicles.
Those are
Why?
things that I need to live.
Why?
Your testicles, you don't.
Actually, you do because that's your natural testosterone producer.
You just need one. You just need one ball. That's it.
You have to take testosterone pills.
Yeah, that's fine. You have that great healthcare up there in Massachusetts. You can get that pill.
That's true.
The shots are more effective.
We do have that great healthcare up here. That socialist healthcare.
Yeah.
Why did you have the camera at me, Lance?
Because you were showing the Gundam.
The Gundam.
Unless they want to see that gigantic unicorn.
It's all right. I think we're gonna call it a night.
Showing the
Oh,
camera.
wait, I have one last thing to say.
What?
The the Final Fantasy VIII remaster?
Yeah. When is it coming out?
Well, wait. I need to say something first. They're
Go ahead.
adding voice acting to it.
They are?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
You know I'm playing it first and beating it first.
No, that is my territory. You back off.
I have to buy it still.
And hope that the voice acting is good.
Well, Square Enix has pretty good people that they hire for voice acting.
Yeah. I'm not going to be pessimistic. I'm just saying up front. Let's hope and pray that the voice acting is going to be good. And hey, everyone out there that hasn't seen the show Dark on Netflix, you're doing yourself a disfavor.
Not really.
Well,
I don't really care for it, but okay.
Not really interested.
Not really, me too.
Like time travel and science fiction, and
There is a lot of anime that has the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
it's not live action. Dark is so good. It's better than Stranger Things.
I didn't care for Stranger Thing either.
I like Stranger Things, but
Stranger Things.
Dark is better than Stranger Things.
It's not better than Steins Gate.
Oh, I've seen Steins Gate. Yeah, that's a good anime. I like that.
You have to really pay attention to Steins Gate. Not a lot of people know about the 3 different world lines.
Oh no, I remember them. Steins Gate was well written. I have to give them credit on that.
I never watched Steins Gate and I wasn't interested in watching it.
Watch Steins Gate. It's really good. It's really good.
There's the Alpha world line, the Beta world line, and the Steins Gate world line.
Yep. And it I don't know. They did a good job at Steins Gate.
And if you read the manga is so far ahead that there's 2 more world lines.
Is it?
Huh.
Yeah.
I've not read the manga, but that is very interesting. That's cool. Actually, it's really cool.
So basically, did you see season 2 of Steins Gate?
I did see season 2. Yeah.
So the last 2 minutes,
I had to read it, which I hate doing.
you don't have to read it because they're going to be pretty quick with these ones.
Okay.
So the last 2 minutes, you know how like Okabe went into so far into the past or future that.
Yes, I remember. Yep.
So that leads to the 4th world line.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, I'm telling you, if you haven't watched Dark, watch it.
No.
It's so good.
Nah.
It's so
I'll
good.
give it a try, Grim.
You can
Yeah.
you guys can watch it. I'm not. I looked
Right
at the
now,
description. I didn't care
I'm
for it.
just watching a movie that I'm going to be going back to. I'm going to go back to finishing The Little Mermaid, and then I'm probably going to watch more Big Bang Theory after that.
Lance, if we told you that there was
I hate
Disney, If there was skimpy anime girls in Dark, would you watch it?
Yes.
Okay, there's skimpy anime girls in it.
I know that
Yeah.
doesn't. I know it doesn't.
Are you positive?
Oh yes,
You'll never know.
You know, I do anime research for the channel, so
I
had to watch them.
I was looking at some of the awards that Dark has been nominated for, and it basically it's not going to get the Hugo, but it actually its script got nominated for best written science fiction drama, and it's the first time that a television show script has ever been nominated for that. And it probably won't win it because a book will probably get it, but it was so well written and so well put together, and the way that they answered every plot hole is just it's absolutely amazing. Because with time travel, plot holes happen all the time because time travel is just full of plot holes. But not in Dark. They were able to write all the plot holes out. It's simply amazing.
I watch shows on Netflix, right? The show that I finished, I think it was last month, was the show on Jen.
On what?
Netflix, the show called Jen.
Jen? What was it about?
Genies.
Oh, Jen. Oh, okay. Was it
good? It is extremely good, even though it's only 5 episodes.
And guess what? You gotta read subtitles.
No, it has an English. So.
Oh, damn. I want to make it feel sad again.
But I watched the actual original language. I read the subs. Because you can't get the emotion without the original language. Sorry.
I don't know. I think it's... So if you talk to voice actors, it's their job to look at the original actor and mimic their emotions. And the good voice actors...
Joe got in trouble with the government over there in the Middle East.
Who's in trouble with the government?
Well, got in trouble with the viewers in the Middle East. The show got a great review outside the Middle East, but because the show is from the Middle East, it got in trouble because the main character, who's a girl, kissed 2 guys.
Oh, no. That makes sense that it would be in trouble. That's too bad. It'll
probably get a second season because it got such great reviews.
And I'm sorry, and I know this is opinion, but I don't agree with you, Ashley, about the emotion argument about dubs. I don't agree.
But I usually like original over dub.
But it's more of a personal thing, so I understand that. I'm not saying it's not. But for me personally, I
can't stand it when the lips don't match.
Yeah, that's a thing. I hear you on that. I get that. Yeah, that is true. The lips. Yeah, I understand that.
Is that all, guys?
Weren't we going to talk about that thing where they're blaming video games again?
If you want
we can talk about that next week. You know why it's better to talk about next week? Because I'm actually doing a lot of research on that tonight when I get off.
All right.
So I'll have a ton more information for you guys next week.
It's pretty much the same damn thing. They always point fingers. Like you have no proof or anything for it.
When it comes down to it, Lance is right. It's always the same bullshit.
Yeah, we talked about this in the podcast multiple times. Made videos about it multiple times. Just sick of seeing it.
I just
started blaming video games and video games started
I'll just say this much before I look more into it. You know what game they're blaming on? You know what game they're going after right now because of this incident?
What?
Fortnite.
Awesome! Yes!
Well, yeah, because they have a lot of money. It's going to be a big, huge lawsuit. It's going to go down the shitter, so.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But that's what's going on. And I'll have more information next week. I'm going to do the research, and we can talk about it.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. No Minecraft today. Minecraft will be coming back on the weekends. Just letting you know. I'm very sorry. I just got my Cat 7 cable in today. I just plugged it in everything else, and
make sure your cats don't chew it again.
No, I actually hooked it up on the top of the walls and everything.
Have you ever heard of flying cats?
No,
Have you ever heard of STP?
No, if you want, I have a potato gun. I can put your cats in if you want.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no potato gun, no potato gun. All right, I gotta get off, guys. Everyone have a good night.
Right.
Night.
Good night. Bye.
Let's shut it down.
Right.